Good afternoon, people. Welcome to day 23 of October to a house, to a film called Curse of the Crimson Altar. It's about this guy from 1968. This guy, Robert Manning, looking for his brother. He's an antiques dealer looking for his brother. He ends up at this old house where there's a party going on. Gets invited to stay by the owner's niece. This is the last place he was seen. And he meets the people of the house, Christopher Lee and Boris Karloff. And he keeps saying he's not here. No, he's not here. He has weird, strange dreams at night where he dreams of a blue Barbara Steele wearing looks like a ram's head on her head, and killing and sacrifice and all that kind of stuff. It's very British. Last film to be released in Boris Karloff's lifetime. He died not long after this. He's in a wheelchair. By all accounts, he was in a lot of pain. He wasn't very well, but to listen to him, you wouldn't know that. Still sounds like the Boris Karloff that we all know. Great screen presence. A little bit more screen presence than Christopher Lee has, if I'm being honest. It has great sets, great costumes, especially the Barbara Steele stuff. I had to do a double take first. I didn't recognise her, but she's there all in blue, and there's some great costumes, some great set design in that part of the film. It's very British. I just kept thinking again, if Hammer had done it, maybe it'd have been a bit more lavish, a little bit more energy to it. Because the film's okay. I watched it because Boris Karloff and Christopher Lee were in it together. They do share scenes together. And I'm sure I'd seen it before. I remember bits and pieces of it. But it's just great to see Boris Karloff and Christopher Lee come to that. Decent film, decent music, a solid enough British horror from 1968, if not up there with the best that Hammer put out around the late 50s, early 60s, decade earlier. Not quite up to that standard, but then again, not many things were. But decent, didn't mind it. Normally I'd say it's only worth one watch, but I've watched it twice because I wasn't sure if I'd seen it and I remembered bits of it. So, it's worth a watch, if nothing else, for the two actors I mentioned. Curse of the Crimson Altar, and it's a lot of people. Barbara Steele. I'm not a big of a fan of her as like Mike is, but I've got nothing against her. But that's Curse of the Crimson Altar, a decent British horror from the late 60s. Back tomorrow with something maybe. Perhaps it's time to change things up a bit. It might just be. See you tomorrow.